Kenya. We have no problem with it. What we have a problem with, I have said, is a politicization of BBI and using it as a smokescreen for launching dead political careers of some people.
I will address myself to two things. First, of this issue that brought us before this court, and also secondly, on the happenings around Parliament, where ODM have said a number of things against the Deputy President. Number one is that today, when we reported to court, 5 citizens of this country, friends of the Honorable Moses Kuria, have been arrested and detained in various police stations, though we are told largely they are at Capitol Hill Police Station, simply because they wanted to come to this court and stand with their member of parliament, their representative, somebody they woke up and voted for, and they wanted to be part and parcel of the tribulations that are being meted upon. So we are speaking from this particular place, a very significant institution in our country, that those members of Moses Kuria supporters that have been arrested today should be released immediately, because there is no crime that they committed. They were simply walking to court, and because they had these yellow ribbons, that today we are saying this, we are beginning a campaign of sensitizing the country that you need to stay awake and be alert and remember that impunity is trying to creep back into our country, and we should never allow it. In fact, we want to challenge and request Chief Justice David Maraga to speak on this issue of disobedience of court orders, because he's the head of the judiciary. What happens when one arm of the government is disobeying orders from another arm of government? That's a very dangerous precedent. The alternative to the rule of law is not anything that we want to imagine as a country. If from now we begin behaving the way the police and the DPP are behaving, it will be a very dangerous moment for our country. Therefore, we want to speak that DPP and the Inspector General of Police, please be warned that we shall not tolerate this rollback of the gains that Kenyans paid a dear price for. Secondly, on the issue that has been addressed by members of parliament from ODM, I've heard Junet complaining and saying, oh, Deputy President wants to stop them from meeting Kenyans. The Deputy President is not opposed to your meeting of Kenyans. He is opposed to your loitering. There is a world of a difference. When he was in Vihiga, he was fundraising for women groups. You were loitering in Kisii and speaking things that at the end of the day did not leave the citizens of Kisii a better people. If you had gone to Kisii the way he was in Vihiga, by the time he was lifting off out of Vihiga, 100 women groups had benefited from his tour of Vihiga County. When he left, so yesterday, a church had been completed, it will be built. That is a development tour. So Junet Mohammed, my good friend, distinguish between loitering and development tours. And therefore, we want to tell you, you are very welcome if you want to join us on this side of Tangatangaing and ensuring that there is development on each and every part of the country, because that is what the Deputy President does. This other one, whereby people flying in 10 to 20 choppers, you speak to people and leave them the way they are just before you landed, is what, or even worse, because those people went home discouraged, disappointed, dejected, not having gained anything despite the fact that they met very powerful people in our country. Thank you.
I just want to really plead with the police to release myself. 5 of them have been arrested and they are now at the Capitol Hill police station. I am not sure they are taking them to Capitol Hill police station for some reason. It's still not clear to me. But I really want to ask them, these people woke up in the morning, some came from as far as Nakuru, Nanyuki, the one arrested came from MP. They have been coming at night only to witness justice. And I want to say this, that even the judiciary should take notice that when you call a place and then you go ahead to arrest people, it's really a bad thing. They start by covering over the police, they go the next step, they cut your budgets, yeah? They will frustrate you in any other way.